Dr. Emily Letran here, speaker and high performance coach. And today I want to share some insights with you about opportunities, right? You will always hear that expression, opportunities knock, but are you ready? So a lot of time what people do is they say, I'm the best kept secret. I know X, Y, Z, I know all these things. And how come nobody reached out to me? How come nobody invited me on a broadcast, on a podcast, speak at an event, co-author in the book, give a course, give a speech, be a keynote speaker. And a lot of time, the reason for that is maybe number one is you haven't put yourself out there enough so people know about you. And number two, sometimes are you ready? I have a lot of clients that they want to do X, Y, and Z, but when the opportunity actually comes, they don't take up on the opportunity because they think that they weren't ready. And I'm sure you've heard the expression good enough is good enough. Sometimes you just go for it because in fact you will never be ready. Even some of the top influencers that I have the opportunity and I'm blessed to study with, they would say they're not ready, but they're gonna go out there, they're gonna perform and they're gonna give their best. So the key number one is to always be ready. And what I mean by that is always be ready with content. I'm working on a book right now, and it's about sharing strategies for success in life and business. And I've reached out to some of the co authors, and they are professionals. And some of them would immediately send me a chapter because they've been writing. Maybe they've been writing blogs. Maybe they've been teaching courses. So they have this information sort of be sitting there and they can just rewrite it, they can just polish it up, and they just send it to me. And it's there, it's solid, has all the information, and I can just go through a quick editing process with my editor, and the chapter is ready to go. Others, they got to create it, even though they talk about it all the time. I want to share this, I want to teach this. When you ask them for that content, they don't have it. So always be ready with content, whether it's in writing or maybe it's a recorded video. That's where you should be spending your time. Well, not all your time, but part of your time is to create some content. Imagine if somebody invite you to speak and they say, "Oh, can you just send me a sizzle reel? Can you just send me a sample of you delivering whatever content?" And you don't have that. Now you got to go and create it. So it's better to have some of that content created. When I applied to be able to do live stream on LinkedIn, that's right on your application there. They say, okay, give a link of a video that you've done on a social media. And I just went right to my Facebook page, grabbed the video that I've done because I've done a lot of videos on Facebook, and I just grabbed that and I just put the link there, and I got approved to stream videos on LinkedIn right away. I think within a week of applying, I got approved because I see other people saying, "Well, it took me a long time. I'm not approved, and this is my whatever time that I'm applying to it." So I think part of it is because the content I already have it there, and I know that I give good value content. So when I put it on there, it's immediately got approved. So have the content ready. The second part is have your mindset ready. Now this one is much harder. Sometime all of a sudden the opportunity seems too big, and I've gone through this many times over. I think the if you ever heard me deliver my talk, or you've seen me at an event, my third time speaking was on TEDx in Walnut, California. Now, most people are not going to take up on that opportunity because it's kind of a big thing. It was very stressful, but the opportunity came up. One of my friends had recommended me to TEDx because she's a multiple times TEDx speaker. She recommended me, and I couldn't say no, right? I couldn't say no because I wanted the opportunity, but I really did not have any, I had no content. This was back in 2016. So I learned about the opportunity at the end of 2015, and the time that I need to deliver was 2016, the beginning of the year. And so I was working on that content, getting ready. But that's a big opportunity. So when it comes, are you ready? If you were new and you're not ready, do you have any help? I had written my speech. I had my mentor, Sharon Lecter. At that time, she actually looked at my speech and gave me some feedbacks. I had practiced in front of my colleagues, several friends in the mastermind group, also including my kids. So working up to that to get myself ready takes a lot of courage to take on a big opportunity. And that's that's one of my favorite subjects, and that's one of the things that I want to emphasize is sometimes when you think you're not quite ready, you could work yourself to the point where you are ready, but you need help. You can't do it by yourself because you're comfortable being who you are. So if you want to go to that next level, you need somebody to help you get to that next level. And for me, I was blessed. I was working with multiple leaders at that time, and I have friends who are encourage me, getting me ready so that I could deliver that TEDx talk. So always have that content, be ready, get your mindset right, right? And the third thing, which kind of go together with the mindset, is make sure you have the right support. And by the right support, what I mean is, for example, when I went to that talk, I had my videographer there, right? He's going to be there. He's going to video me so I can go back and look at my talk and learn from it, right? I had my little family there, so they can they can be supporting me. Obviously, there were other people around there. Whether I mean they didn't know me, so they weren't exactly the support. But if you were to go and deliver a talk, if you have friends in the room, that would be great, right? If you have mentors who help you get prepared, that would be great. If you have people who cheer you on, uh, that would be great. You know how it's very easy. Go post something on social media and say, I'm going to be doing Project X, and see how many people post encouraging comment to you. Sometimes they will even reach out to you and say, hey, I have this resource, I have that resource, I can help you. They offer to help you. And there are people who like make some other kind of comments and they may not be very supportive. Hang out with the ones who support you. It is so much more important to have the people who support you. Sometimes the people who are closest to us are not the people who support us. My family still think I'm crazy. They think I'm crazy wanting to be a coach. They think I'm crazy wanting to be a speaker. They think I'm crazy wanting to travel and share my message. They think I should stay put at home in my dental office and just practicing dentistry. There's absolutely nothing wrong with being a dentist. And to me, there's nothing wrong with doing multiple things. But it's very hard to convince my family, and I already give up convincing them. And by my family, it could be your immediate family, your spouse, your kids. It could be your extended family, your cousins, your aunts, your parents. Just make sure that you're surrounding yourself with people who believe in you, the people who encourage you, um, and don't be afraid if it's a stranger or some random people just reach out and say go for it. Great, you're on the right path. It's a little encouragement, it's a little validation. A couple of weeks ago somebody reached out to me and say, can you give a video testimonial endorsing my wife because she's launching her book, and this person is over in India. And I looked, and it looks like I'm friends with him, but I don't know who his wife is. So I'm assuming that he probably attended one of my events because I've been to India a couple times. I spoke there a couple times, and he said, "Well, can you write? Can you do a video testimonial?" And I messaged back to him and I said, thank you for asking, but I don't know your wife. And he said, I know you don't know your wife. I just wanted to have a testimonial. And I said, I'm really sorry, but I, I don't know her. Now, what would be helpful, and I didn't go and look her up either, but what would be helpful if he were to reach out and ask me for that would be, send her website. Uh, Tell me a little bit about her, right? Let me know about her. Maybe I want to connect with her and chat with her even on Messenger to find out what she's all about, what she likes. And then maybe I can maybe I can do a video testimonial. It actually would not really be in integrity with me if I don't know her at all, and to endorse her. But I can certainly talk about, great books about women empowerment, and here's one of the author to check out, right? So there are different ways to do a testimonial, to do an endorsement. It may not be a direct endorsement, but in this case, the person reached out to me and just asked me like that. Now I was very flattered because obviously he reached out to me and asked me. I'm sure he also asked other people, but that was very flattering because he's across the ocean on the other side of the world asking me to do that. When you are being asked something like that, right? That means that people are looking at you as a figure of authority, as an expert, as the expert, like my mentor would say, and and so I'm always very open to help. I'm always open to encourage, but again, it has to be in alignment. So when opportunities knock, so sometimes that's another opportunity, right? I could I could always reach out to them and establish a relationship. It would is not part of what I'm doing right now. I'm very focused in growing my group coaching program. So I'm on multiple platforms talking about my group coaching program. It's for business owners, entrepreneurs, especially healthcare professionals. I'm very focused about my upcoming event, Action to Win, which is going to be in Miami in July 9th and 10th. We most likely will also have virtual ticket for that event. I'm very focused in creating a doctorate program teaching healthcare professionals how to run business. So those are my three main things right now. So anything that go in that's kind of distract me from that, well, not it, it's not distracting to the other person, but to me, it's like, oh, these are my three goals. This doesn't fit into these three goals. It's very easy for me to say no, for me to spend any more time on it. So that's the other thing that I want you to think about. Opportunities. Sometimes there's multiple opportunities that are presented to you. If you are very clear in what you want, what is your goal? What is your goal for 90 days? What is your goal for 12 months? What is your goal for 5 years? Whatever it is that is your goal, these opportunities that come in, big, small, whatever it is, are they in alignment with what you're trying to do? And if they are, go for it. Go 100%. If you already have the content, go for it. Put yourself out there. Say yes to these opportunities. Maybe you're going to have to travel. Well, I've been traveling since September, October during the pandemic. Take all the precautions that I need to, but I travel because I have the opportunity to share my message, and I'm going to show up and I'm going to deliver. So if things fit into your goals and you have very clear goals, then sometimes people may say, looks like she's everywhere. Looks like she's doing X and Y and Z. Well, because they don't know my goals, and my goals, whatever I'm doing X, Y, and Z, may just all tie in to the goals that I want to do what's most important to me, right? To achieve all of those things within 90 days, within 12 months, whatever it is that I set my goals to. And that's why I would advise you to do the same thing. So if any of these things resonate with you, I hope you take action, right? Start taking action to make a difference. You can also reach out to me. You can message me on Facebook. You can message me on LinkedIn. You can just go directly to calendly.com/ Coach Emily Letran and book a 30 minutes focus call with me. I would love to help you solve a challenge. If you come to the call, you have a challenge, I would love to help you solve that, and we can all grow together. So, hope everybody's going to have a great week. Well, let's say great weekend right now, right? Because it's Saturday right now in California. You could be watching this from across the world. You could be, uh, in a time zone that is further ahead of me. I just onboarded a VA today, and it's already midnight his time when we were talking a little while ago. So he's already on to, the night and on to Sunday. Uh, but, stay focused, have a great weekend, enjoy the time with your family, your loved ones, and be prepared to crush it in the coming week. Hope you have a great time, everyone. Thank you for watching.